now, sir.
I've heard all this from you before, Kelly. I have to draw the line here. You're coming back at lunchtime to finish the test.
That's not fair, sir. I'll miss lunch.
It's not a question of fair, Kelly. Either you're here at lunchtime or I will be calling your parents.
You haven't got a clue, sir. Just get off my case.
Kelly, come back here.
Sod off!
Okay, well, I'm happy to explain it if you want to. So, I mean, in the nutshell, what we did is we presented different scenarios to real life experience in schools. So we've been working with a school who fed us troubled experiences. So we translated them into little machinima clips, which we then played back to the teachers to train them how to deal with difficult issues. So we have like 4 case studies. Kelly in this short clip is actually falling asleep during a math lesson. So we have a very, very, very unfriendly teacher who does not really deal with Kelly very well. So we're using those little clips to inspire the teachers to see how they actually deal with very difficult pastoral issues, where the young people experience severe problems either at home or there's domestic violence. So it's a very, very delicate issues happening in schools. So we're using Second Life to train teachers to actually stand up to some extreme, difficult problems before they're actually going into schools where they might face some of these situations. So, for example, knife crime and so on. And we had several taster sessions to work with the teachers and tested these. So I must say some of the teachers are very, very new. So it worked very well to test them on these issues because a few did not know how to cope with certain situations. So I must say it was a very cutting-edge testing project to help teachers to face difficult situations before they go live in school. So, but it is on our website as well. If I just type in our web address and then we're gonna go on a little tour. So if there are any more, that's our company website where you will find links to these and resources and so on. Let me just look at landmarks and then are there any more questions before we move on? Okay, yes, I can put something together as well for further links and so on. Scripting, how about oh, I don't. I wish I could. I'm not a builder, I'm not a scripter. I entirely recycle everything around me, which I found fascinating for Second Life and Machinima production. But if I need something very if I need something, there are so many people out in Second Life who produce something you need within a day, and it's a fantastic community where everybody helps out if you need something. So, for example, if I would need a scripter, I go to the Machinima community and I type something in I need, and probably within 20 seconds I've got the answer. So everybody helps out in certain ways what you need. When I wanted to make the Coldplay music video, of course I've thought of having or the characters remade in Second Life. So I searched for that, and within an hour I had an offer for somebody who could have reproduced all the Coldplay stars as avatars. But unfortunately that was a bit too expensive for me, but it's all possible. But as an artist, I like to recycle and use what is there. So let me just, for example, if somebody would ask me today, can you make a promotional video about Australia, then I would go into search engine in Second Life and find a place to work at, and I'm going to take you there now. I'm going to TP one person and then we need to follow. Oh, yes, of course, technology is never easy, is it? The problem with Second Life is the lag, which then slows everything down. But there are certain ways around it. It's either not to log on when all the Americans are on or Japan is on. So you need to find certain times within the Second Life server where you can work around it. Oops, I peed out. Okay, can I just check if you can still hear me? Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Can you still hear me? No, I am talking now as I speak. Okay. All right. So back to the question. Yes, it's nice. Join me in Australia. Isn't it lovely? Just back to the question about difficulties. Yes, there are several restrictions, but you can actually work around it. With all other projects, it's about patience. But the restriction, as I said earlier on in the teen Second Life, is that places like this, Australia, doesn't exist if the young people don't build them themselves. But so there are limitations in the Second Life or in the teen grid of the resources. But the main grid has all this beauty around. As I said, if I need something, it's there. The restriction is, yes, technology. Lag, as I said, is the difficult part. In filmmaking, we would need 25 frames per second, and the lag meter sometimes only in high on Friday evening over the weekend is definitely not a time to make a film, but you probably only get 4 or 5 frames to record, and everything's